Hi, I'm Tara,
Hi, and I'm Cecilia.
and we're winging
Winging it
it
in
in
a
a
Winnebago.
Winnebago. How's it going, babe?
Going good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm excited about this week's episode. We're still in New Mexico and on to a new city. Let's see, should we start with a hint about this city?
Yes, go ahead.
This city is the oldest state capital in the United States.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. We were in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and it was pretty fantastic. Lots to do, lots to see, and good vibes all around. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
What was your favorite part about New Mexico, babe?
the staircase.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that too. I really just liked walking around. So we ended up staying at a casino, the Tasuki Casino, right outside of Santa Fe. It was lovely. Everyone was so nice.
hmm
You liked it too?
Yeah. What? Did we go inside of that one?
We did.
Oh, yeah. I think we played. I think we played for just a little bit in that one.
I think we did too.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we won there. Isn't that where we won? We, I think that wait, you lost, but I won.
Yeah, it was the
Like I
opposite.
think I won a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
hmm
relatively speaking, we both put like $5 in, and I think that we walked out with like $60.
hmm
So that's a pretty good win.
I think so.
Yeah. Sometimes we go in the casino, sometimes we don't. This one we happened to go in and we were like, we'll put 5 in. And
hmm
yeah,
Well, I mean, it was nice. You could see the mountains
it
and
was gorgeous.
from just one of the slot machines.
Yeah,
So I feel like that was awesome.
it was. And so one whole side of the casino is just a wall of windows. And so you look out and it's just mountain. So it was beautiful. It was a beautiful building.
hmm
And it was a gorgeous place to stay because we stayed in the parking lot, and the parking lot was kind of like built, I guess, into the side of a
Different.
mountain. What?
Built different.
Yeah, built different. But it was like in the side of the mountain. But it wasn't steep. Obviously, we got into it just fine. It was um just at a high elevation, but it was kind of, like each there was like little lots that kind of went up a hill-ish, but we were parked. It was level where we were parked. But because of that, we were like in an upper lot, and it was the views were incredible. It
hmm
was one of the most beautiful places we've ever stayed. It was really pretty. Nice big new parking lot. Um, yeah, easy to maneuver. It was good stuff.
Yeah, I liked it. There was a few people that came up. Ooh, excuse me, that were there. Um, and yeah, everybody just keeps to themselves. They just come and go. I think we stayed there like 2 nights. We decided 2 or 3 nights.
Yeah, we did. We did 2 nights.
Because we wanted to check out Santa Fe.
We did.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so that first night we went to the plaza downtown
hmm
Santa Fe to check out, um, the vibe down there. And it was cool. It was really busy. It was hopping in the evening as the sun went down, and it was getting kind of chilly out. But
hmm
we stopped in the Plaza Cafe,
Yeah.
and that was pretty cool.
Isn't that where we had that white chocolate? Or the we had the hot chocolate,
We had Mexican hot chocolate.
and we also had like a tres leches muffin.
Yes.
Ugh, take me
I
back.
think was it a cupcake?
It could have been a
I think it
cupcake.
was a cupcake. It was like
Yeah.
a Tres Leches cupcake. And then they gave us these cookies. Our waiter was like, "Here, have a couple of cookies." And they were these they were little, and they were so good, but apparently they were the Mexican state cookies. Or I'm sorry, the New Mexico state cookies. The New Mexico state cookie. What were they called? They were
The
called
bizcochito.
Biscochitos.
biscuit,
Yes. Oh, I loved them.
I think.
They were very good.
Is it?
Yeah, that's right. Biscochitos is the New Mexico state cookie. Yeah, they were good. So we did that, and then we went back. We went home and got up the next morning. And Cecilia, doesn't love to go hiking, but I wanted to just do a little bit of hiking. So I went out to the Dale Ball Trail and just did I just did a couple of miles, but it was beautiful right in the foothills, um, not too far from downtown. And there was a lot of people out hiking, but it was nice. It was lovely. Um, I didn't pass a ton of people. I mean, there was some people at the beginning, but as you get on the trails, there's less. But it was a nice short hike, and then um, came back and picked up Cecilia so we could go spend the day downtown Santa Fe.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so we walked around, um, went into some shops. There's lots of, oh gosh, just like Albuquerque, it's full of
Just
like
homemade art.
galleries and art. Yeah,
Yeah.
just so much art. And I would say it was heavy on the jewelry in Santa Fe, lots of
Yes.
jewelry stores, jewelry shops, lots of turquoise. Obviously we're on the turquoise trail.
Yeah.
Um, and so we went to the Palace of the Governors, which is right on the plaza, which is the oldest continuous use public building in the United States. And there's just all these people that are set up outside um, that
Oh,
have
the
made
kind of
all
little
of
market.
their,
Yeah.
they had all made all this homemade jewelry, and it was so beautiful. It was incredible.
Yeah.
All these pieces of jewelry. I think I got a video of it. We'll have to get that posted um, on the Instagram. But it was really cool. It was really cool. We ended up buying a little piece of
Turquoise.
yeah,
Yeah.
turquoise. This was really cool. And then we stopped and got tacos.
Oh yeah, my favorite. Yay.
She loves tacos.
Yeah. So Tara's vegetarian. I'm not. If I'm gonna eat tacos, I'm gonna eat actual asada tacos. But yeah, I guess we just got the order wrong, or the information in the menu, the one that we ordered, had more stuff, but it wasn't asada tacos. It was more of um ground beef tacos. I was so mad because I was hungry, I was walking around, I was hot, and most important, I was fucking hungry. So when my order is wrong, I'm gonna be mad at the person I have
Well,
to
right.
share a
It
plate
was
with.
right. It was a miscommunication because it was like they came with two tacos with all these like grilled veggies on it. And I was like, yeah, let's get those and we'll get one of them without meat on it. But so
I think they
the
put
ones
you
we
meat
ordered
on
were
my taco,
ground beef instead of the asada ones. And so she ended up having to eat a ground beef taco.
which is not great.
Yeah, then I felt bad.
You should feel bad.
I did. I felt bad at the time. I did. And then we went to Loretto Chapel in Santa Fe, and it is this old church, obviously, in Santa Fe.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to tell
Is it
the
the
I want to tell
oldest
the
church
story.
in San?
No, that was the one that we went to in Albert.
Okay.
So the church, it's Loretto Chapel, and it's home to something called the miraculous staircase.
Mhm. That's my favorite church so far.
The chapel was built um,
Hold on.
with a choir loft.
In 18. Last time I checked, because I was talking to my mom about it. It was 1878, I believe.
Okay, so it was built in like the 1800s.
Yeah.
And they built a choir loft, but there was no practical way to get to the choir loft because it's kind of a narrow church, and any contractor that would come out and take a look at it would say, a staircase going up to this loft would take up the entire room of the church. Like it would take up so much space you wouldn't have enough room for use. And so the nurses, oh my gosh, the nuns all prayed to Saint Joseph that there would be a way to get up to the loft, that they would send them someone that could build a staircase that would get them to the loft.
Yeah, that was an impossible design. That's what they said.
Yeah, it was an impossible design.
Mm-hmm.
So someone shows up, a carpenter, and says, "No problem. I'll tell you what. I will build this staircase, but I work alone, so I don't want anyone here with me while I'm building it." Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And and the nuns were just so happy that he was there that they were like, "Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. We'll leave you alone." So he worked in the chapel alone. I don't know how long, but for like a week or something. And then
No.
no,
It hold on. I think you worked for it. Let me just double check because I think that worked he worked on it for a while. But keep going because I might just be wrong. Let me just fact check myself.
no, it's okay. So he worked on it for a little while, and then the nuns came in to check on it, and it was done, and it is a miraculous spiral staircase that's just gorgeous and doesn't take up that much space because it's a spiral. It makes 2 full complete turns.
33 steps.
33 steps. One of the most amazing things about it, though, is that it does not contain a single nail. It just has wooden pegs. So they call it even like an engineering marvel.
4 years.
Oh, it took him 4 years to build?
According to local traditions and historical records, the mysterious stranger finished the staircase between 1877 and 1881.
Oh my gosh, it took him 4 years to build it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever.
The chapel was officially consecrated in 1878.
So either way, when he worked, he was completely alone while he was working on this staircase. He built it completely alone. No one saw him building it. But then he disappeared before anyone could pay him for it. So the nuns believe that it was actually Saint Joseph himself who built the staircase. It was a miracle. So it was cool. It was cool to be there. While we were there, there was a nun there sitting next to the staircase that was praying, and that was pretty neat. It was a cool room to be in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a few fun facts about it. I just recently told my mom, so I had to like translate a lot of these.
Okay.
But there's a few fun facts, and also there's like a theory, or people think that because it has only 33 steps. They said that because it was Joseph, so Jesus' stepdad, who built or father, who built the stairs, right? Because he came in a mule, and
Right, Saint Joseph.
yeah. So yeah, because he put 33 steps, perfectly 33 steps on there. That because it's Jesus died on their 33rd on his 33rd birthday. Or no, the age of his crucifixion on his 33rd birthday. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, there's no glue, no nails.
Yeah, just
It's
like
mysterious
wooden
wood
pegs.
as well. That's what it says here.
Mysterious wood. Nobody knows what the wood is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it says it was a mysterious wood. Modern analysis has identified the wood as a of spruce, not native to New Mexico. Some researchers claim this particular species has not been found anywhere else in the world.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so fascinating.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
And then later on they built the handrail, but there was no handrail.
Right, there was no
Yeah.
handrail, so they built the handrail, I believe, in like the 1980s, or maybe the 70s. Yeah, because the nuns would go up there and they were getting nervous that somebody was gonna fall going up this 2-turn spiral staircase.
Yeah, so the nuns would go up the stairs in their hands and knees, and the same thing coming down because
Oh
they're
my
scared
gosh,
of falling.
on their hands and knees?
Yeah, it's 22-foot drop.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so then 10 years later they built a rail. Yeah.
Wow.
But it looks like now it has modern support. It has 2 small metal brackets where they added the mid 20th century to protect the stairs from vibrations causing by increased traffic.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Now it's not a church. It's just a museum.
Now it's just a museum.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was lovely to see. There was a nice gift shop there, and it was a cool thing to see. We got some pictures of that. We can put that on Instagram as well, so you guys can go check it out.
Okay. 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 Sorry. So it didn't took him 4 years.
Okay.
It didn't. So it was between that time where he built the stairs. So it looks like it took him about 6 to 8 months.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Other accounts, some sources suggest a shorter time frame of 3 months, but and then some claim that it was worked overnight. So, oh no.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's theories. Sorry, I really like all this stuff.
I do too. I'm into
So
it.
I
Keep
mean,
going.
I've already went through all this stuff with my mom. She just kept saying, "I can't stop thinking about those stairs.
I know.
need to go to New Mexico." And then later on, like probably an hour later, she's like, "Oh, mija, I just can't stop thinking about those stairs."
I know. My grandparents were the same way.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It
Yeah.
was really.
Yeah. And then I showed her, she's like, "Oh, that church is so nice." So there's some theories out there that the stairs were kind of built or resembles the artistic of Francois Jean Rochas, aka Frenchie. Yeah. But yeah.
Who is that
Let's
now?
see. He is key piece historical evidence of the logbook entry from 1881, which shows a payment made to a Mr. Rochas for wood, leading some to believe that he was the stranger. So
Oh, okay.
it looks like he was an architect. Yeah, but let me see who he was.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Some don't believe it's miraculous then.
yeah, some don't think it's miraculous that it was just a guy nicknamed Frenchie.
Who was just an
That's-
incredibly
Yeah.
great architect, obviously, who could
Yeah.
build a staircase without a single nail.
Yeah. Because they think that that's the most permanent earthly thing that they can come up with. That is this guy who built it.
Right.
Yeah. The Secret Society logbook entry in the sisters' financial records, Cook found an 1881 entry noting a $150 payment to a Mr. Rochas for wood. And then in the obituary, it says, following Rocha's mysterious death in 1894, a 1895 article in Santa Fe, New Mexico described him as a skilled worker in wood and explicitly stated he was the man who built the Loretto panel or chapel staircase.
Wow.
Yeah. He was a master toolkit. So
That's amazing.
that's what,
Obviously.
saying.
I mean, even if he was the one who built it, I still think it's pretty miraculous. I mean, he's a pretty skilled carpenter to be able to build the staircase with not a single nail in it.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing already.
He was in a secret society called Les Compagnons. I guess the companions in French.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a French secret society. Of French secret society of master craftsmen that has existed since the Middle Ages.
Wow.
Yeah, because of this is this is the explainable thing. This guy did the stairs,
Interesting. Okay.
but we think it was Joseph, and that's what we believe.
Oh, that's what you believe?
No, I don't know. I don't know what I believe. I need
You
hard
said
proof.
we. I wasn't sure who you were referring to when you said we.
We as
We
humans
think it was
love
Joseph.
to believe in miracles.
We as humans?
Yeah.
Well, obviously there's some humans that believe that it was Frenchie. So
I don't know.
could go either way.
It could go. I mean, I do think they're pretty awesome.
The stairs were really, they were really cool. Even if they were built by a mere mortal,
That's fine.
they were still very cool.
Yeah.
Still would check them out.
Yeah. Yeah. They're good. They're awesome. That was one of my favorite things. I think my only favorite thing.
Yeah.
And I also like walking around the town.
Oh gosh, I did
There's just
too.
so much.
Santa Fe was
So much
so
awesome stuff.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Good vibes. I love how I just always say that. I'm like, great vibes, great vibes. But it's so funny.
is.
It's like
Great vibe.
it feels like an old city. You know, it feels old. It, but
It does have the oldest market.
right.
Yeah.
It feels old. But what I want to say about that is that it feels old and less changed. Like it still holds on to its,
Roots.
yeah, like
To
it's
Mexico roots.
yeah,
Mhm.
like it has not been tainted by modern culture. Obviously there are modern amenities and things like that, but it still felt like it held on to this heart that it had originally.
Yeah.
Like there's like this heartbeat in the city that feels like it's been there for hundreds of years. And it's still there. It's still very much alive. And hasn't been, super commercialized.
I love that. But there is a McDonald's there. That isn't it just all built of Adobe?
Adobe McDonald's?
Yeah. That's where it is, I believe.
No, that was in Taos.
Oh, my bad.
We haven't talked about that yet.
Scratch that. Get it out of your minds. Don't listen to this.
Yeah.
One Piece.
New Mexico as a whole kind of feels that way. Like it has been preserved in a way.
All of New Mexico.
It feels very like old and raw and just like kind of wild, untamed.
Yeah.
But like in a good way. Just like wow, this I don't know. I'm not explaining it well, but I can say that New Mexico so far is my favorite place that we have been. I definitely feel like I left a part of my heart there, and I want to go back as soon as possible.
Yeah, me too.
I loved it.
Yeah.
And I've loved so much. That's not to say anything negative about other places we've been. I just really felt so, just like really good
So
in New
good.
Mexico. Yeah, felt good. I loved the people. I loved the art. I loved the feeling of. I loved the outdoorsiness of everything. It just was all nature and art, and
do you
it was
remember?
really cool.
Do you remember that when we were driving around there, that I said, or I asked, why do you think that New Mexico looks more like New Mexico than Arizona, since Arizona is closer? Much closer?
More like Mexico, you mean? New Mexico and Arizona both border Mexico. I don't know why you think
I don't know
that.
why I think that.
Because both of them
just feel
fully
like
border Mexico.
It's closer.
It's not.
But, because isn't it Texas also touches Arizona.
No, Texas
Oh,
touches New Mexico.
I just drive along.
She always says
Apparently,
it's so weird that New Mexico looks more like Mexico than Arizona because Arizona's closer to Mexico.
let me look.
And I always go, what are you talking about? They both border Mexico. Both states touch Mexico. I
Does it?
think she thinks that it's like, what did you think was below it? Texas? It borders Texas too. I guess the Arizona state border is longer than the New Mexico
I
state
think
border.
so. Okay, I can see it now. All right, I just had to double check. Fine. But I don't know why. I just think that it's a little bit higher than Arizona, and like Texas and Arizona touch at the bottom, but not New Mexico. Anyway, forget.
Right.
So anyway, I asked the question anyway, right? But then I Googled it when we were driving around, and it's because New Mexico was a settled colony with a large continuous population for centuries before becoming part of the U.S. That's
Yeah.
why.
There was people settled there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of been less touched than the rest of the states. Like the people that live there now are like ancestors,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
Their ancestors were there hundreds of years ago is what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
They're descendants of New Mexicans. And New Mexico was named New Mexico before America was America.
Mm-hmm.
Before Mexico was Mexico.
That is true. In 1598. So New Mexico was established as a Spanish colony in 1598, more than 20 years
1598.
before the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock.
It was already called New Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. That blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like Arizona was largely a sparsely populated frontier that saw a massive influx of Anglo-Americans later in its history.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
I love it. It feels old. You know, the culture feels old. It feels like it's been around a long time. And it's almost kind of hard to find that in America because we are so young. A lot of places are very young, or I guess I should say have been changed so much over time, right? That everything you see is only 200 years old, right?
Yeah.
At the oldest. But in New Mexico, you could see things and places or remnants of things or places that have been there way longer than that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so it looks like in New Mexico, families can trace their ancestry, because I know you talked about it, back over 16 generations in the same region, living through Spanish, Mexican, and U.S. rule without ever moving.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's so awesome. That's just incredible, and that's so crazy to even think about. I think as an American who, you know, most of us have family that is immigrated or migrated here from somewhere else or immigrants. You know, my great grandparents were immigrants from, you know, Germany or England or France, right? You know, whereas there's a lot of people in New Mexico whose families have just been there for 16 generations. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so New Mexico has 50% of 50% of New Mexico's population identifies as Mexican or Latino compared to about 32% in Arizona. They have a unique dialect. So New Mexican Spanish is a distinct dialect that has evolved locally since the 16th century, whereas Spanish in Arizona is more influenced by modern Mexican immigration.
Oh.
Yeah, and architecturally, New Mexico strictly preserves its Pueblo revival and territorial styles. Arizona's major cities, particularly Phoenix, grew rapidly after World War II with more modern suburban American layouts. And you can tell.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Phoenix is cool. I love to go to Phoenix, but I don't see, remnants of, you know,
Yeah.
over 200 years ago. I mean, it's definitely more modern looking.
hmm Yeah. So they have different cuisines, right? So we were in Arizona for a little while, but I feel like Arizona does not have great Mexican food.
Really?
I did not really have great Mexican food in there.
Okay.
I'm really picky with that.
You really are. But
Yeah.
understandably so.
Yeah.
Understandably so. Your
Uh,
mom is an amazing cook.
Yeah.
So it's hard to top that.
I know that's what everybody says about their Mexican moms,
Well,
or Italian, or whatever.
of course. Of course.
You're like, oh, my mom's the best. No, my mom's the best. Anyway, but in New Mexico, they wanted to stay with the. I'm sorry. In Arizona, it's more Sonoran style, right? Mexican food, and in
Okay.
New Mexico, it's more Pueblo Indian.
What's Sonoran mean? Is that just
It's
a
just like
location?
it's a town in Mexico, Sonora.
Is it a town or a state?
I don't know, it could be a state.
Sonora, Mexico? Is it like a northern state in New Mexico? I feel like it. Maybe they're not called states, but it's like a big.
I feel like we um. Let me check. Let me check. Let me just double
I
check.
know. I'm trying to think about it while we're talking about it.
I feel like we.
So Arizona, their Mexican cuisine is inspired by, like modern Mexican cuisine, basically, is what you're saying. Whereas New Mexican cuisine is inspired by like
Your own people.
like generations and generations
Yes.
of New Mexicans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're right. It's a state. It's a Mexican state. That's what. Because the Sonoran Desert is surrounded there in
Got it.
Arizona.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Fun facts.
Love fun facts.
I love fun facts too. Okay, so moving right along, do you want to talk about anything that you've done in here recently in the Winnebago?
What did I tell you last time? Fix the fridge.
Fix the fridge.
Fix the fridge. And then I built a cabinet underneath this right here. I'll post that.
Yes.
I know I've been slacking a little bit on our socials, and my apologies. We've been busy. It's just like busy right now. But we will get back on that. Yeah, I've been slacking.
Life be lifing.
Oh, life. So, but we have a few things to do, a few events to do, but then we'll get right back on it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got a lot of things going on in our life, but obviously we want to get this stuff posted, particularly now about our New Mexico stuff. So we'll get some videos up and some photos from Santa Fe, including that miraculous staircase. And while we were in Santa Fe, we might have left a sticker there. So if you're passing through, we'll have some hints on where you can find one of our stickers.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, share, subscribe, share this episode with any of your friends or family that enjoy to travel, love New Mexico, love Santa Fe, love lesbians, love Winnebago.
Fun facts.
And fun facts. Look, we're out here to provide you with some fun facts that Cecilia Googles while we talk.
Yeah, and while we drive, and while we visit.
That's so true. Everywhere we go, we're like, tell me more about this.
Yeah.
We're so interested.
I just told my niece about our ancestors when we were eating breakfast the other day.
I bet she loved that.
Yeah, and and I told her all about it. I'm like, we come from the Uto Aztecs. They migrated from Utah all the way down to the capital of Mexico and all this stuff, and told her about the languages. And I'm like, do you like history? And she's like, yeah, I love history.
Wow.
So yeah, we started talking about a bunch of history, like our ancestors and stuff, and she was really interested.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah, it was fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us this week, and we look forward to chatting next week and telling you another fun story. We've got
With fun
one more
facts.
stop to chat about in New Mexico before we are officially out
Yeah.
of the Southwest.
Yes. Can I tell him where is the next place?
Yeah, I think we gave a hint to it earlier, but sure, tell them.
Taos.
Taos.
Taos, New Mexico. Oh my gosh. Can't wait to tell you guys about it.
Cannot wait.
It's gonna be fun. And fun facts too.
Yeah.
So
So
stay
many
tuned. Listen
coming your way.
or watch us.
Okay.
My pretty face.
See you soon. Love you.
And we're out.
Rest stop coffee, dust